Hi, welcome to Consciously Healthy. I'm Laura.
And I'm Claire.
And today we're talking about something that Facebook probably won't allow us to promote.
Yes.
So we'll have to rephrase it so that... I tell you what, this morning we got an advert on Facebook rejected. And I was like, why? And it said how to...
Love your vagina, wasn't it?
Well, that one was rejected, and the other one was how to express anger healthily, I think. And I feel like I want to message Facebook and go, look, we don't mean sort of like in a violent way, we mean in a conscious, loving way.
Yeah. And because we had Love Your Vagina rejected as well by Facebook to be able to advertise it, not actually in a podcast. And we were like, but it's just a body part. How to love your big toenail would probably be fine, but not how to love your vagina.
How to be with your elbow.
Oh, now there's a stimulating podcast. I'm excited. So what are we talking about?
We're talking about sex and how to have good sex, I think.
Yeah, what makes
good
sex? And you've got a bit of a soapbox moment, haven't you?
Oh, I do.
Not a rambling, a rant.
Okay, so if in previous podcasts I talked about how one of the important things in my spiritual journey is to spend time by myself, because I can really lose myself in other people. So if I spend time by myself, then it brings back my connection to myself. And so on Saturday I did some yoga, I did some meditation, I did some ecstatic dancing in the nude, and
which burn her.
Yeah. And I turned my phone off, which is really tough to do. And I decided to read a book, shock horror. And I went to my bookshelf and I spotted a book that was bought for me in probably 2007. And it's called A Good Girl's Guide to Bad Girls' Sex. I was like, okay, let's have a look at this. And yeah, the reason I'm going to get on my soapbox is because I started reading this book and it had recommendations for women on how to get good sex. And it recommended that we wear sexy lingerie every single day, that we think about sex every single day, that we put ourselves in a sexual mood when we are speaking to men. I was getting all, good grief, is this proper recommendations for women on how to be with sex? I absolutely disagree with it. I think that if underwear is something that you wear and you feel utterly gorgeous in it and you really celebrate your body in it, bring it on. But if you're doing it every single day so that you can keep a man satisfied, or you can keep him attracted to you, or if that's what is being recommended in this book. Ugh.
Oh, yeah. Ugh.
Yeah.
I have a friend who only ever wear matched underwear in case she gets has an accident or something, and the father, ends up in hospital, and she couldn't bear to be seen in unmatched underwear.
Oh my God. I really like Marks and Spencer's Comfy Cotton.
Oh, Comfy Cottons. I used to wear sexy underwear all the time, and it's really interesting because I used to really like it. I actually started when I was at school, when I had a very strict school uniform, and I was like, I really liked wearing kind of like sort of bright coloured underwear, and it was kind of like the only bit of individuality I had in it, and then kind of stemmed, and I always used to wear really lovely underwear. And it was very much for me. And then what happened was I discovered that actually life's much, much more comfortable without it. And so then going back into the sexy underwear was tough. So then it became Comfy Cottons.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think the problem I've got is identifying what good sex is based on the external, what you put on your body.
Yeah, me too.
You have to look a certain way in order to get good sex.
Yeah, so that's like saying that we are not sexually attractive first thing in the morning when we've got no makeup on and our, bedhead. And actually, a lot of men would say that that's when a woman's at her sexiest.
Yeah, lovely.
So what does make good sex?
Well, I tuned in for a webinar this week with the marvellous Rebecca Lowry, who is the sexual alchemist. Check her out. I think she's at sexualalchemist.com.
Yeah. Oh, her voice.
And she's also done an interview for us on our website, so check that out as well. And yes, I signed up for her webinar, which was about intimacy and coming into connection and also how to get good sex. And she was incredibly wise and said that at the core of it, it's about presence. It's about being present. And I had to laugh because I was doing something else at the time when she was saying that. I was not at all present.
Yeah.
But I like that. I like that as a concept. I know that when I am absolutely in the moment, there is no yesterday, there is no tomorrow, there is no to-do list, there is no what is for dinner, and I'm absolutely focused on this person that I'm with or with myself, that is the best sex.
Yeah, absolutely. I agree.
How about you?
Yeah, absolutely the same. So being really present and not, the to-do list. Oh, and as women, I think, men's job is presence. The conscious masculine is just about presence. And man, can men do that, that presence and doing one thing at a time really well. And for women, we do have an 8-track brain. Like it's not harder for us to be present. It's hard for men to be present, but it's definitely for women to be singularly present is a different experience for them than the masculine. So kind of switching that off. But equally, my experience of that is if I can't switch off that other part of my brain, it's because on some level my needs aren't getting met in sex. So, and that's not, that's my stuff, because I then need to be asking for what it is that I really want. Maybe I'm going along with something because I haven't thought of anything better, or just, I'm not that fussed either way. And if I'm in that kind of place, then my head can be all over the place and I'm not present at all, and I'm just then it's not good sex. So absolutely being really, really present for me comes down to making sure that I am absolutely in touch with what my needs are and requesting them.
Yeah. I think that feeds into the other top tip that I would say for good sex is having a no. Being able to say no to things that you don't want to do. And the more that we as women and men are able to be comfortable in the no, that doesn't work for me, no thank you, the more our yes has power.
Yeah.
And the more that our yes is a real turn on, really, for us as well as the person who's receiving.
I read an article, actually, I think it was by Rebecca, and she was talking, I don't think it was one she wrote, I think she'd commented on it, and it was saying, how to talk in sex, and it was things like, no thank you, that doesn't work, could you try this instead?
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, it was really nice, really soft language, it was great. So what else makes good sex?
Because I know because I never had a no in sex at all, and when I've heard about this concept, I was like, I'm going to introduce no in sex, and it came out a bit like, no! Partner I was with was like, oh my god, and just didn't know how to be with my quite aggressive no. So yeah, I really like the no thank you, that's not working for me at the moment, can we try this?
Yeah. And also then not being afraid to say no in the middle of sex. Actually, I'm done, it's not working, I've tried, I'm here. Yeah, you know what,
no, it's not working for me.
I'd rather have a roast dinner. I used to work with somebody to say that. She'd go, sex? I'd rather have a roast dinner.
I'd have both.
At the same time, it could be a bit messy.
Want to make a choice between food and sex.
That's brilliant. So what else makes good sex? My husband's training as a sexological body worker, and something that they really recommend is they call sex the practice, because we're just always practicing, and what they do is they literally do like a debrief about so after sex, it freaked me out the first time he did it, so what really worked for me there was this, and what I'd like to try differently next time is this, and I think it would be fun to explore this, and I'm just sat there going, oh my god. But actually, I'm really, really into it now, because it's basically not going, there's this huge thing that's just happened that we just don't really talk about because it's now done and over. It's actually going, wow, okay, I really like this when that happened, and that felt really great, and next time I'd like to try this. And what it does is actually allows the opportunity for adventuring. It allows the opportunity for feedback. It allows the opportunity for saying, actually, you know what, we've been doing that for a while, so let's not do that again.
Oh my God, I love it. It's like a review. It's like what we do. It's what we do in business. We plan, we do, we review.
Absolutely.
Sex.
And I think basically the whole objective of this podcast is to say it's not about wearing sexy underwear.
Oh, good grief, no.
And if your partner is asking you for sexy underwear, it's not about the underwear. There's something missing for them that they need to identify.
Yeah, it's coming back to how you feel about yourself. I think that's something we haven't mentioned yet, is how you feel about your body, how you feel as a sexual woman is so much more important than what you adorn your body with.
Yeah, absolutely. So, for more top tips on our wide varied ramblings,
we do talk about how to love your body, how to love yourself in our Reclaim Your Life with Ease.com program. So we've got a free webinar, so go check it out if you like our ramblings. And follow us on Facebook, balancedwellness.uk. Subscribe to our podcast. We love doing them.
And get in touch. We really like doing podcasts that in response to requests.
Yeah.
So DJ takes requests.
Oh yeah.
See you next time.